इतनी सी ये गाड़ी है द MG Comet EV। At this point, this is something very unique coming in our market, but we have had EVs earlier of similar footprint. They were believed to be ahead of their time. MG feels that this is the time to have something like this in India, because this for them is an urban mobility solution designed for the regular office going crowd, for regular homemakers, for college going students who commute within 100 kilometers on a daily basis, and they want to do it with the utmost ease in the city traffic. So their argument is that this is easier to navigate and very frugal to run. Let's see what this thing is all about and how it behaves in the city.
Well, for sure, the MG Comet is very different from a regular car और road पे भी ये अलग दिखती है.
Well, one thing is for sure that the Comet EV is quite a head turner. I have been getting a good amount of attention on the road और वो अच्छा लगता है because there is nothing like this on sale in India yet. Coming to the driving experience, honestly, it's so easy to maneuver through the city traffic that it feels very nimble, very easy to navigate through the city traffic and very easy to park. So चलाने में and day to day use में काफ़ी एक आराम मिलता है वहाँ पे, and believe me, you don't realize it till the time you do it. So yes, वो एक बहुत बड़ा benefit है of a car this small. And the best part that it doesn't feel small on the inside because you have generous space.
Ease of driving is definitely its biggest USP, and that is backed by adequately enough range and power output.
Power delivery की बात करें, then you have the torque right from the go, and you get around 41 brake horsepower and 110 Newton meters of peak torque. The battery pack is 17.3 kilowatt hour. That gives you a claimed range of around 230 kilometers. In real driving condition, I am getting somewhere around 170 kilometers of range. So 170 kilometers is still quite good for a city commuter.
Range for an average daily commute is enough. In fact, data says that 86% of city commuters drive less than 30 kilometers per day. उस हिसाब से तो हफ्ते में एक full charge should suffice. And speaking of charging,
फिर अगर चार्जिंग टाइम की बात करें, then from 0 to 100% it will take around 7 hours using a 3.3 kilowatt hour charger, and from 10 to 80% you can charge it in just 5 hours using the same charger. So yes, चार्जिंग टाइम भी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. इनफैक्ट एक रात में आप इसको आराम से चार्ज कर सकते हैं. सो क्वाइट कन्वीनियंट देयर. And what I particularly like about this Comet EV is that the suspension has been tuned for Indian driving condition, and yes, it does feel a bit soft on rough surfaces, and that's very comfortable. So right from the go, you get to feel that. Potholes ho, speed breakers ho, you don't get to hear that thud, which is a very good feedback to have.
The way it feels and behaves on the road, you feel that there is some thought put into this product.
The best part, that nowhere it feels like a skimmed down product. Quality की जो feel है, वो काफ़ी अच्छी cabin के अंदर आती है, and that's my opinion. Now let's see how it feels like with more people being on board. So now I have got my crew on board क्योंकि मुझे देखना था कि 3 लोगों के साथ how does this car feel to drive in the city, and honestly in terms of keeping up with the traffic, it doesn't feel any different. कार काफ़ी light है, so even with the weight, you don't feel that difference in the performance. And the best part is that all 3 of us are comfortable inside the cabin. So Surya, I think, has enough knee room here at the front, and even Alok, who is sitting right behind me, his knees are not brushing against my seat, and my seat is at my comfortable driving position. So I think that's a very big thumbs up for the MG Comet EV. Also, in terms of overall ambience, It's an electric car, so it's silent. You do get to hear that little murmurs from the electric motor, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty much sorted. Again, in terms of comfort, so the suspension for city speeds, we are doing around 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. It feels very comfortable. You know, it isn't sharp. तो वो जो एक अनकंफर्टेबल सी फीलिंग ब्रोकन रोड्स पे होती है, स्पीड ब्रेकर्स पे होती है, यू डोंट फील दैट हियर. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज दैट यू विल बी ड्राइविंग दिस कार मोस्टली in the city. It's meant for city commute, so you'll be maintaining your speed limits, right? And you don't have speed limits over 80 kilometers per hour in the city anywhere. So at those speeds the car feels very settled. Now when it comes to handling, again, I won't be pushing it hard because I'll be maintaining my speed limits in the city. So you know, it doesn't bother me much. Obviously it's not a corner cover, so you won't be able to carry you know, higher speeds around the corners. It has a tall boy kind of a design, small wheels, so body rolls थोड़े बहुत हैं, but again nothing that is unnerving, because at these speeds it still feels pretty much manageable.
अब फाइनली सुनते हैं हमारे क्रू का क्या ओपिनियन है ऑन दिस क्यूट लिटिल ईवी.
So Surya, tell me one thing. Would you rather mind spending your money on something like this, a small 3-door hatch, or as a second car, you'd again go for a proper 5-door small hatch for your city commute, given that you already own a 5-door car?
I'll definitely go with a 3-door small electric hatch, definitely, anytime.
And what will be your reason for that?
Simple, it's small, it's compact, it's economical, it can maneuver in the traffic, and parking की कोई टेंशन नहीं लेनी पड़ेगी, कहीं पे भी डाल दो इस गाड़ी को. It's so small, and space भी इसमें ample है, so no problem over there. So why not?
Right, so you have your answer there. And you know, the best aspect of owning this MG Comet EV is actually the frugality aspect of it, क्योंकि 519 रुपए में आप 1000 किलोमीटर्स को चला सकते हैं. So almost for a month you can drive it for just 519 rupees, which is lower than actually having a large size pizza.
Well, that's a big boon for me, and probably why buyers would be interested in an EV the most. And speaking of interesting, डिजाइन की बात हम कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं?
The design instantly gets your attention on the road, and that's perhaps the outstanding part of the MG Comet EV, because it looks quite quirky and quite cool. You have got quite flush panels here, LED headlights यहाँ सामने है, you have got these LED turn indicators, and ये जो DRLs है, it runs the width of the car. The charging socket is right here, and it's IP67 certified again, so safety aspect में it's there on point. And the finish is also good of the panels here, so gaps बहुत ज़्यादा देखने के लिए नहीं मिलते हैं. You have got decent character lines here on the profile, so on the side you get a decent contrast. You have piano black finish, chrome finish here, and even the ORVMs are finished in piano black. पीछे quarter glass area में भी black finish मिलता है. You have got chrome on door handle, so again looks good. 12-inch के wheels हैं. You have got these aero covers on these wheels. Steel rims मिलते हैं यहाँ पर, so no alloy wheels there. Now even at the rear you get similar contrast treatment, so piano black यहाँ आपको देखने के लिए मिलता है. You have these connecting LED bars here, LED tail lights नीचे हैं, and you have the EV badge and the internet inside badge, without which MG cars just can't go. So tells that it's a connected car. The Comet lettering is right here. Also छोटा सा lip spoiler type का भी treatment है, so again looks quite quirky, quite cool. But you know what? There is something that makes this car even quirkier and even more cool, and that's all the accessory and decal package that MG offers. And honestly, if I have to buy something like this which looks so cool, I would like to make it even more funkier by opting for those accessory packages. So yes, this is something which I would love to experiment with.
On offer is a wide range of styling packs. The sticker style packs have Youth, Night Cafe, Emoticon, Space, Blossom, Floresta and Astronaut editions. The Comet Lit pack have Beach Bay, Sundowner, Serenity and Flex packs. And these go well with all 5 color options: Starry Black, Aurora Silver, Candy White, Dual Tone Candy White with Starry Black and Dual Tone Apple Green with Starry Black. There is wide range of accessories as well to personalize your car. Like you get a cool little armrest with storage space, funky seat covers and floor mats, vibrant inserts on the dash and door pads, and more storage options right ahead of the steering wheel.
Accessory options तो काफ़ी cool हैं, but what's even more cool is the चाबी of this car. डिजिटल कार की शेयरिंग फीचर के साथ आता है और देखने में iPod Nano की याद ये दिलाता है. And to start the car, you don't have any engine start-stop button. All you need to do is to tap twice on the brake pedal and the car is ready to go. और बंद करने के लिए चाबी से बस आपको गाड़ी को लॉक करने की ज़रूरत होती है.
The all-new MG Comet is 2,974mm long, 1,505mm wide, and 1,640mm tall. And despite its small dimension, it manages a wheelbase of 2,010mm. Let's see cabin के अंदर ये कैसी फील होती है.
So on the inside of the MG Comet EV, you will be amazed by the sense of space thanks to this light color theme inside the cabin. You have got this grey color on the dashboard, on the seats, also white contrast here on the dashboard, on the door pads. यहाँ पे काफ़ी अच्छा से एक aluminium finish मिलता है and chrome fringes around the aircon vents. So yes, in terms of feel and appeal, it feels a bit upmarket and premium.
Building up on the premium quotient are all the features on offer.
You get all the segment standard features, a 10.25-inch unit touchscreen infotainment system with preloaded apps like JioSaavn and all sort of connectivity options, जैसे यहाँ पर wireless Android Auto और Apple CarPlay आपको मिलता है. उसके बाद this is an Android screen, so you can drag your widgets, you can position them according to your likes, and it's very crisp and the graphics are very nice, very cool to use. Also, I like the layout, the dual screen setup. I have the 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster. Even the graphics here are quite nice, and gamer inspired things like this steering wheel. You have quirky buttons here on the steering wheel. The positioning is right. In terms of knee room, I have got decent knee room at the front. So yes, the actual space inside the cabin is also quite good. You have got a flat floor. Then you also have your general features like power adjustment for the ORVMs, and the seat can be adjusted for rake, and the backrest also can be adjusted, but you don't have any height adjustment for the seat. You do have height adjustment for the steering wheel, but not for the seats. You have got this very cool looking buttons for aircon controls, and for your region activation and your drive modes, you have got a long press key here right at the central console.
In terms of safety features, it offers dual airbags, ABS with EBD, child seat anchorage for rear seat, and IP67 certified battery pack, and a tire pressure monitoring device along with air pump kit, since it doesn't have any spare wheel. Well, features abound, the Comet EV definitely is. अब देखते हैं practicality का क्या हिसाब है.
So in terms of utility spaces, you have got quite quirky bins. So there's a bin right in front of the co-driver. You can use it to place tissue boxes and your wallet or multiple phones, since you don't have any dedicated place to keep your phone. तो कुछ जुगाड़ है जो मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ. You have cup holders on either end. यहाँ पर आप फ़ोन रख सकते हैं when you are not using them for cups. Also, डोर आर्मरेस्ट में आई कैन कीप माई फोन, आई कैन स्टोर माई फोन है. तो ये छोटे मोटे जुगाड़ है जो हम कर सकते हैं. देन ऑन द सेंटर कंसोल ऑल्सो यू कैन कीप योर फोन हियर. सो ये सारे छोटे जुगाड़ हैं, बट दिस अ वेरी गुड फीचर. यू हैव गॉट 2 हुक्स right here on the dashboard, so you can hang light stuff there. उसके लिए भी ये अच्छे से यूज़ किया जा सकता है. So in terms of utility space, it's again manageable. Also, you need few bigger bins to store bigger bottles, because जो डोर पॉकेट्स है उसमें आप काफ़ी ज़्यादा सामान स्टोर कर सकते हैं. यू कैन स्टोर मल्टीपल थिंग्स, बट इट्स नॉट बिग इनफ टू स्टोर बिगर बॉटल्स और इवन अ 1 लीटर बॉटल. सो उसके लिए एक छोटा स्पेस होता, देन दैट कुड हैव बीन यूजफुल.
और प्रैक्टिकलिटी की बात हो रही है तो इस 3 डोर हैच की रियर सीट कितनी प्रैक्टिकल है.
सो टाइम टू चेक आउट द रियर सीट. सबसे पहले तो डोर का जो पैनल काफ़ी बड़ा है, सो यू गेट अ गुड इंग्रेस फॉर द फ्रंट सीट. रियर सीट का देखते क्या हिसाब है. सो डिसेंट कैविटी टू गेट इन, आसानी से अंदर जा सकता हूँ मैं. एंड ऑन टू द रियर सीट नाउ. ऑनेस्टली द ड्राइवर सीट is set at my driving position, and I am able to manage a decent space for shorter commute. My knees are not brushing against this seat, so that is a big plus for me. I am sitting a bit knees up, but थोड़ा ये पैड अंदर करके मैं एक shorter commute city में manage कर सकता हूँ. The rear seats are meant for children, so children will be काफ़ी comfortable here. But for an adult, even if a person of my size is able to manage a shorter commute, so that's a good achievement in a car this size. Also, I have proper 3-point seat belts at the rear. So safety के point से भी ये एक काफ़ी अच्छा फीचर है. और ये पता नहीं अंदर क्यों जा रहा, चला गया. So yes, I am at a comfortable position for a shorter commute at least. I have good headroom here, and the bigger quarter glass helps because you don't feel hemmed in even at the rear seat. So the sense of space is actually pretty much sufficient.
Well, rear seat space तो manageable है, but अगर boot space की बात करेंगे तो there is just no boot space. Small shopping bags is maximum you will be able to fit here. और अगर किसी दिन ज़्यादा shopping कर ली, then you will have to fold down the rear seats, जिससे काफ़ी अच्छा space तो मिलता है, but फिर this will be a 2-seater only.
So what do we think about the MG Comet EV? Well, as an urban mobility solution, it ticks quite a few right boxes. It looks quite cool and funky, is generously premium and spacious on the inside for a city commute, and has got just the right amount of features. So yes, it makes a case for itself there. But what still remains critical is the pricing. So here is a complete lowdown.
Introductory prices for the MG Comet EV begin at 7,98,000 rupees, making it the most affordable electric car on sale in India. In fact, it is around 80,000 rupees more affordable than the base variant of the Tata Tiago EV, while around 3,50,000 rupees more affordable than the top-end trims of both models.
That's quite the asking for a car this size. देखना ये है, would buyers actually prefer it over 5-door hatch? That said, if I actually end up buying it as a second car, I am definitely using it more often, just for the ease of driving and much lower cost of commuting.